September 20th, and I find myself in Gary, Indiana. I'm on a fall road trip with the band, camping in the van again, and on my way to a family member in Illinois, Beloit, Illinois. So I'm going to maybe enter Illinois soon, I think, and drive through the outskirts of Chicago. Should be interesting. Gary, Indiana, as I understand, is a great place to urban explore if you want to check out smashed buildings. I don't think I have time for that today, but we're going to start filming and see what we can find. I can't dilly-dally too much today. I do need to get to my my relatives and have a visit, and we'll hunker down there for tonight. And then we'll hit the road tomorrow, and we'll start getting more content, more things to look at. This is a rare moment when you get to come on the locomotive and just check it out and hang out. If I were homeless, I'd be camping in here. All right, see you on the road. I'd say Gary's still having a hard time. Look at this crap, you can go right in here. These glass blocks all smashed out. Wow. Boy, I'd like to spend some time just bicycling around here. I definitely have to come back to Gary, Indiana. A little urban farm, that's a great idea. Wow, look at this big place. And they cut the grass. Emerson School. Jesus. Wow. Oh my God, there wouldn't be enough time in one day to check all this out. I think I'm on a one-way street. It's just house after smashed house. Beautiful houses just rotting. People are gone. Or they're foreclosed and what, the bank lets it rot? What's going on here? September. I had a great time at my cousin's in Illinois. Him and his wife. And I'm heading south, and then I'm going to work my way east, eventually hitting Pennsylvania, I believe. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Nice morning. I think I'm in Rockford, Illinois. Here's another bombed out building. Very interesting. Be nice to see things like this come back online in the future. Restored, made into apartments or something. Arched windows, very beautiful. It sure has been vandalized. Every window's broken. I wonder what it was. Some little manufacturing facility or something. There's stuff like this everywhere. Leg stretch time. Seneca, Illinois. Interesting rat rod. Studebaker, probably a lark.
Everybody that my whole life, so
I can search that on YouTube and find it?
Yep.
Cool.
Like I said, every Monday I try to put a new video out. And then we got a C10 I'm building too with the LS swap.
Nice chap at that garage. I just took a shot of his shirt and got his YouTube channel, so I'm going to check that out and probably subscribe. I told him mine too. Mile after mile of cornfields. Welcome to Donovan, Illinois. Population 300, says the sign. And they used to have a lovely bank. Look at that chunky door. It's on rollers. It rolls up. So strange. Looks like there used to be another building attached to it. Fascinating to look at. I gotta get off the road soon and do some camping. The old 1920s gas station. The village of Iroquois, Illinois. I love seeing these old jails. They're kind of rare, I think, but I've seen a lot out west. Pretty cool. Can't see in, not much to see anyway. So would have had a stovepipe for the winter, so that they could not freeze to death. Wow, I see tin cups, a ceramic coated metal wash basin thing. God, that would have been horrible to be locked up in there. Have a pause and a read. club wagon. That's a beauty. International Travel All. Boy, if I thought this van was hard on gas, try driving that Travel All. This big 292 V8, is that what they were? Or a 345, like dump truck engines. Okay, we're in the outer Cleveland area, the west side of Cleveland, all these attached towns. And we're gonna follow the coast of Lake Erie right through Cleveland. See if we see some neat architecture, maybe some more cars. So what happened here is I drove from the valley down to Stratford, Ontario. I seen a cousin there. And then I drove down to Illinois and seen another cousin. Did a little camping, a little back roading. And I wasn't really filming, so it's a nice sunny day today. There's been a lot of rain. I actually got a hotel last night, so I gotta have a shower and just a place to hang out, get some takeout, and now I'm heading home. So let's see what we see on the coast of Lake Erie, out and about with the cactus. Well, I will say this, as soon as you enter like Vermilion on the west end of Lake Erie, west end of Cleveland, all these towns become attached, so there's a lot of population here. Great big sprawling properties, waterfront on Lake Erie. Oh my God, it's like a castle. Multi-million-dollar homes. It just goes on and on, it's endless. Stone. Wow. It's like the quintessential American dream here on the outskirts of Cleveland. I just call them all Good Life streets with numbers. Good Life Street 1, Good Life Street 2. Spectacular. Just past a private school, little kids in their uniforms playing. Nice to have money. Okay, we're in there now. We're in Cleveland proper, I'd say. The roads are pretty crappy. In the urban area on Detroit Avenue. Looks like it's beginning to gentrify here a bit. Look at this old sign. Kiefer's Tavern, German American. Bet you this town has great food. I think we're in the battered and old part. Look at that magnificent church, just all abandoned. I don't know if you can see it, but there's just piles and piles of concrete. That whole berm, it's all like scrap building parts. Well, what I see so far is it's no Gary, Indiana, but it's a little tattered, a little blighty. Nice old factory. Look at the paintings on it. Offices, something corporation. Yeah. This guy riding a bike right in the middle of the street. Yeah, some kind of nice groomed places. Others are abandoned, others are just not kept up, but are lived in. Area, so I've read. Old laundromat. Back at this church here, here's the back side of it. It's a grand old expensive place, just left to rot. You know, I can't speak for Cleveland because I don't know enough, but there's probably many more parts to it that are rougher than what I've seen. But I know crime is high, and I probably would be advised not to drive in certain parts, but it's just too interesting. It's really neat to see. Wow, not abandoned, but a beautiful church. A little tattered, needs a roof. Wow. You just crawl out of the ghetto, heading east on the waterfront, and it's Millionaire's Row again. Older. Gigantic mansions, sprawling properties. Incredible transition from just a short distance to another. Very, very treed in here, very shady. Oh my God, the wealth that is here is just incredible. And a lot of these big American cities have big stately manners, but wow, this is just crazy, right on the waterfront. Cleveland. You're blowing my mind. Oh my God. So, 25 September, and I've just been driving, staying at like Walmart or Lowe's parking lots. Hasn't been a lot to look at. I mean, there's a few things I captured my eye, but it was raining. So I just kind of took the long way home from Illinois after a fun visit with my cousin. And here we are at Lake Ontario in Oswego, New York. Check out this derrick boat, this big barge. Wooden windows. It's got a great big crane on it. It's the Maritime Museum down here. Built in 1927 and used to maintain and construct and maintain the Oswego Canal. They got a lot of canal things down here in the States. Lots are abandoned, but they do use their waterways quite a bit. More than Canada ever has. 1927, so almost 100 years old. It probably would have burned coal to operate, I would think, because they weren't big on diesel engines back then. Can you see anything? Lots of old wood and stuff. It sank, and they salvaged it. Did a little sort of a restoration to make it a tourist attraction. That is impressive. Look at those big shafts. They're probably got multiple shafts inside too for digging into the bottom of the lake. to anchor it. I don't know. It's pretty neat though. Be kind of make a cool house on the water. So yes, again, I guess I feel sometimes you just don't have it in you to constantly record, and you just want to drive, and it's a good time to figure things out driving. I passed by lots of cool stuff, but I didn't get a lot of getting out. U.S. Army World War II tugboat. What a beauty. 1943. Have a read of that. I always admired tugboats. I think they're neat looking. This one's huge. They get bigger than this even. I wonder if it still operates. I bet you it doesn't. Just sits here as a tourist attraction. It's a misty morning in Oswego, Lake Ontario. There's the Oswego police hanging out, getting paid. So I'll be home today, back up the Ottawa Valley. And now I feel the regret of not putting effort into capturing more video. Maybe we got enough to do something here. It was a fun trip, a fun fall trip, but yeah, I gotta get home. I miss my girl, I miss my dogs. Time to go home.